there, it's Kim with 5 Minute Cloth, and I have a review for you and a comparison video of 3 different newborn diaper covers that have a bigger weight range than some other covers. Okay, so here are the 3 diapers. We have a Thirstiest Duo Wrap size 1, which retails for $12.75 and has an advertised weight range of 6 to 18 pounds. We have the Blueberry Mini Coverall, which retails for $15.95 and has a weight range of 6 to 18 pounds as well. This is the Buttons newborn cover. It retails for $11 for solids and $12.50 for prints and has a weight range of 7 to 12 pounds. However, my daughter is over 15 pounds now, and all 3 of these are still fitting. So even though this has an advertised range of to 12 pounds, I definitely feel like it fits beyond that. They all fit very similarly, so I think they'll probably go to around 17 pounds for my daughter. Let's look at the rise here. They all have a 2-step rise. The Buttons and the Blueberry here are very similar in their spacing between the rises. Where you look at the Thirsties, there is very little space between the rises. So for me, that is kind of a con. I felt like it didn't really adjust that well because there was such little space between the rises. I prefer the spacing here on the coverall and the Buttons newborn. And another difference is just the snaps on the hip and waist. The Thirsties has 2 across this way, so one row of snaps, where the Buttons and the coverall have 2 vertically here, so 2 rows of snaps. The spacing here as well, there's staggered snaps at the top and bottom here. The placement of the snaps are very similar between these 2 diapers, and quite a bit different, of course, on the Thirsties. So let's compare the elastics. We'll start at the tummy panel. So the Thirsties and the Buttons both have an elastic here at the tummy, which I really like, especially when you're pad folding. It helps prevent any of the pre-fold from sticking out of the top. The elastic is definitely tighter here on the Buttons diaper, which allows it to have more of a dip down. Because of this more tight gathered elastic here, I think it would allow for it to go below the umbilical cord stump. And if you open it up, let's take a look at the gussets. So all 3 of these have double gussets, but they do look quite a bit different. Thirsties is definitely different than any other diaper that I've seen. So it has like a regular elastic here, but the inner gusset is a very different type of elastic. And it's really gentle and pretty thin, but I haven't had any issues with blowouts. The only thing is that this elastic stains really easily, and I feel like it just wears out more easily than the other type of elastics. The elastic is different on the Blueberries, where it makes the casement kind of bunch a little bit, which I am not super keen on. I haven't had any issues with leaks or anything. It just kind of looks odd compared to just where it's more gathered like this. The Buttons diapers elastics are a little bit tighter. So if you have a baby with super chunky legs, this might fit more towards that 12-pound range, but my daughter has average legs, definitely not on the thin side, and she is still fitting great at, like I said, on 15 pounds. Their difference is the PUL on all of them are very different. So this is going thinnest to thickest. Thirsties has 1 layer of very thin PUL, and I haven't had an issue with it. Some people feel like it's too thin to keep in moisture, and they have like issues with leaks because of it, but I haven't had any issues with that. We really like this cover. It also is quite a bit wider here in the back area, so this is a great option if you're trying to cover fitteds. The Blueberry Mini, I really like the PUL on this. It's really soft, and it's just that kind of like that in between of these 2. The thickest is the Buttons because it has 2 layers of PUL. And a major plus for 2 layers of PUL is that you see all these snaps are covered up, and that protects the baby's skin when you're pad folding. So that's what I primarily do. And when you're pad folding, all of these snaps here are exposed and they go up against the baby's tummy. While I haven't had any issues with the irritation, I definitely have seen some indentations on her from these snaps. So when you have those 2 layers of PUL, you don't have to worry about that. And then another plus with the buttons here is that it has these snaps for inserts. So Buttons makes their own inserts, and other brands have inserts that are compatible with their snaps as well. Or you can use pre-folds with any of these. I'm going to try holding them all together so you can see how they're cut differently. The Thirstiest has the longer wings, and that is necessary because they have the 2 snaps going this way. It also is quite a bit wider than the other 2. Lengthwise, it is a little bit longer too. So I definitely think the Thirstiest is a little bit roomier of a diaper. Buttons and the Blueberry are cut pretty similarly. I think if you took out the elastics, the shape of the diaper might be very, very, very similar. But they do have quite a bit different of elastics. The elastic here makes it drop down in the front. Otherwise, they're very similar in the size and the cut between those 2. For my opinion of the 3, I love the price point on the Buttons, and that double PUL is really great. I love how soft and high quality the Blueberry feels. And I really like the fit of the Thirstiest on my daughter. So they all have some strengths and a couple of things that I would maybe tweak with. So if you're looking for a newborn diapering system, I think these 3 covers are really great options. It's nice to have more than just one brand in your stash. Doing covers and pre-folds for a newborn is a really great option to save money, because these diapers will likely fit anywhere from 6 to 9 months depending on the size of your baby. Like I said, these are my top 3 newborn covers that have a larger weight range. If you guys have any questions, just leave a comment below. And if you're liking my content, please subscribe, and I have lots more videos planned for you guys. All right, thanks. Bye.